Welcome, everyone, to today's custom deep dive.
Mhm.
Imagine for a second waking up every single day in an environment that is, well, actively making you severely sick. Today, we are defining our mission right off the bat. We are unpacking a highly specific and really stressful intersection between immediate physical health threats and, the bureaucratic mazes that trap people inside them.
Oh, right, because when a biological crisis hits an immovable wall of paperwork, the results are just devastating.
Exactly. You are literally blocked from escaping by an endless wall of forms. So, okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, let's get into it because the sources present this incredibly stark reality. We are looking at an individual living in a space that is permanently infested with mice.
Wow, just permanently.
Permanently, yeah. And it's not just an uncomfortable living situation. This person has a specific mouse allergy combined with asthma. So the physiological toll here is just relentless.
Right, because looking at the sources, the daily symptoms are intense.
No.
We're talking about like swollen eyes, a completely constricted or really closed throat, and this constant chest pressure every single day.
Oh, absolutely. It is severe.
It sounds to me like being trapped inside a 24/7 allergy test.
Yeah.
You endure the body being under constant attack, but there is no physical relief. You can't just leave the clinic.
That is a perfect analogy, actually. It is just sheer exhaustion because it is not like you had a brief exposure to something and sneezed a few times, right? This is a relentless daily medical crisis triggered by an inescapable living space.
Because you literally have to sleep there.
Exactly. Your immune system is constantly firing, treating the environment as a hostile invader. Your body never gets a chance to just, return to a normal baseline.
And usually a doctor says, well, go home and rest. But when the home itself is the pathogen, that standard medical advice completely falls apart.
It breaks down completely, yeah.
So, the obvious narrative pivot here is if the home is medically toxic, why not just leave? Pack up bag, get out.
Right, which makes total sense physically.
Yeah.
But that connects directly to the secondary challenge.
Yeah, the bureaucracy of escaping. Because, while the opportunity to move exists on paper, it is heavily restricted by what the sources call municipal obstacles. Just, massive bureaucratic hurdles.
The hurdles are deeply structural. Relocating someone through social services isn't just a quick handover of keys. The bureaucracy has these incredibly rigid expectations.
Wait, what kind of expectations?
Well, sluggish case processing, for one. They have to formally verify the medical claim and then navigate these really confusing housing offers, like does the person need a standard apartment or a specialized care facility?
So are these social and municipal systems, which, they are supposed to help people relocate, right? Are they actually functioning like a cage here?
Yes, that is exactly what is happening. And what's fascinating here is the agonizing irony of the whole situation. You have this urgent health need just crashing into slow, obstructive social services, leaving the person sick and stuck.
And while the paperwork is moving at a snail's pace, the person is still living with the mice.
Right. And if they accept a temporary fix from those confusing housing offers, they might actually lose their place in line for permanent safe housing. They have to decipher all this while in a state of severe medical distress.
It's just a painful double bind for you listening to consider. On one hand, you are suffering from severe daily asthmatic and allergic reactions. And on the other, you are paralyzed by municipal case processing.
Yeah, it really is a war on two fronts. You are fighting biology and bureaucracy at the same time.
That is so true.
Mhm.
And it leaves you with this thought to mull over. If a physical building were suddenly collapsing, we would evacuate people immediately, right? No forms required.
Right, no questions asked. You just get them out.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So how do we fix a system where the slow pace of bureaucracy is allowed to act as an invisible, equally dangerous trap?